Hello, in this video we will discuss about the light reflex and the eye working of the eye we will discuss in this video. So first of all we should need to understand the structure of eye. So this is the structure of eye which that is looking like this, and it is contain blue color is the lens, and here is the macula which that is contain fovea, which that is rod and cone cell used for the light absorption, and here is the outer layer is the sclera, and the middle is the choroid, and the retina is the innermost layer which that is contain fovea and rod and cone cell used for the light absorption. And this is the layer of eye, and this is the lens, and this is the pars plana and pars pellicata, which that is bound with the ciliary body. So that is ciliary body, and here is the conjunctiva, limbus, and here is the iris which that shows the color of the eye, and inside the middle is the pupil, and this is the inner side is the vitreous humor and the optic nerve and blood circulatory system, which that is the thin blood vessel provide the nutrition to the rod and cone cell. So here is I am drawing the bigger picture for understanding. This is the temporal field for vision and nasal field. With the furthermore we will discuss with the detail of this temporal field and nasal field reflex, light reflex. So here is the muscle of eye which that is contain different muscle for movement of muscle, left, right, and up and down. For example, superior oblique muscle is used for the rotation upward, and the inferior oblique is used for down, and inferior rectus muscle, eyeball are surrounded by the lateral rectus muscles and medial rectus muscle, and this rectal muscle is sportive for the movement of eye, the move of the eye from left to right and rotate. So this is the basically mechanism of the muscle which that is attached with the eye for movement, but inner side the lens is moved due to the ciliary body, the ciliary muscle. So here you can see this is the retina. So let's begin to understand the light absorption. So the ciliary muscle relaxed. When the ciliary muscle relaxed, so that pupil will be delayed and distant vision will be detected by due to the more light absorption. While here is the closed vision is the ciliary muscle contract, and in this way the pupil will be constrict and the light will accommodation will less and vision is closed. So the closed vision is the light rays from closed object to diverge and require more refraction for focusing. But in during the distant vision you can understand that is the long distance. So the object will be detected for the further the dilation of the lens in the form of convex lens, not concave. So remember about this. This is the light rays from distant object are nearly parallel and don't need as much refraction to bring them to a focus. So in this way there are two problems can be happen. For example, the distant sighted problem and closed sighted problem. It means we will fix the lens in the form of glasses. So in this way here is for example the myopia is the distant distant sighted problem. So in this way concave mirror will be fixed for the correction with lens. So the light will be getting more due to the convex lens, due to the our lens will be damaged, our lens will be problem, will not dilate more, will not become a convex. But the hyperopia is the basically is the problem for the convex lens problem. So the convex lens will not complete, so we will fix the convex lens eye, for example the nearsighted. So in this way here I am drawing the again picture for understanding with the cross section here. So in this way here is the pupil which that is used for the light absorption, and here is the iris which that shows the color of the eye, and the muscle and gives the color. So this is the serrata. This serrata is attached with the pars plana. So remember about this. Pars pellicata. So in this way here is when light will be absorbed, will go into the fovea where the rod and cone cell are present. So when the cones and rod cell are present, which that is detect the light and depolarization to give the signal to the optic nerve. So here is the fovea, which that is the macula, which that is made up of fovea, and the ciliary body you know already. So here is basically the radial circular muscle and the pupil lens inside and the outside the pupil, which that is able to contract and relax. And here the convex lens will be formed during the near sighted, so the constriction and the parasympathetic nerve fiber activation, while the sympathetic nerve fiber activation due to the concave lens formation due to the contracted ciliary muscle to dilate pupil for more light reflection. So in this way the light will be more, so it means the long distant object can be detected by this. So let's here is the retina. This is used for the here the light will be reflect. If the red color will be reflect, it means the red color reflection from the object will show the red color in our mind, in our brain. So here is the pigmented retinal epithelial layer, which that will be absorb the light. After this go into the sensory retina. Sensory retina is the thin sheet-like structure contain rod and cone cell, and the bipolar cell will transmit the signal to the optic nerve. So let's begin to understand that light reflects with detail. So here I am drawing the bigger picture for understanding. So I am drawing here is the cross section of the here is the cross section of the spinal cord, which that is the you can see this is the cross section and the occipital lobe, and here is the ciliary ganglion efferent, while the optic nerve is the afferent. And here is the pupil, and there are a lot of things I am again recapping. The oculomotor nerve. So this is the oculomotor nerve and optic chiasma. This is the optic chiasma which that is interconnected both sided, and that is why the here is the lateral geniculate body, which that contain lateral geniculate nucleus, while here is the different shows that different nucleus. The Endinger Westphal nucleus is the blue color for parasympathetic fiber, while the oculomotor nerve nucleus is the sympathetic. So in this way the oculomotor nerves and the pretectal nucleus is between them. So in this way important thing you should need to understand that is the basically the temporal field will go here in this way you can understand as well. Here is the optic radiation which that transmit from the lateral geniculate nucleus to the occipital lobe. So here is when light will be reflects in one side. The direct response is known as when the light will be fall in the one retina, while the other will be constrict also due to the direct is not but the consensual pathway. So here is the nerve, optic nerve will be afferent, will go into the interconnect with the geniculate body of the lateral geniculate body and go optic radiation to occipital lobe. So here is the nasal field will be occur, but the temporal field is the different. In this way here you can see this is the optic nerve will move to the right side from the left side. So the right side of the geniculate body will interconnect, and in this way the occipital lobe will be accessed. So this field is the temporal field of the eye. So in this way the same mechanism will be occur here, and that is interconnect with the orange color is the pretectal nucleus. So the both will be interconnected with the pretectal nucleus. From the left eye will be optic chiasma will be permit to the interconnection, and in this way the pretectal nucleus will be attached that give the signal from the afferent to the go into the efferent, and that is why the consensual pathway will be occur for the constriction both eyes from one reflex. So here is the optic chiasma will be point here, and it in this way here you can see both eyes are interconnected, and in this way the Edinger Westphal nucleus will transmit the signal to the pretectal nucleus after this pretactile nucleus with the efferent oculomotor nerve 3 will be give the response of the constriction and relaxation on the basis of situation. While here is the parasympathetic via cranial nerve 3, and in this way the constricted is known as the miosis when the pupil will be constricted due to the parasympathetic, while the normal will be normal, while it is known as the miosis, while the sympathetic dilation is the mydriasis, and in this way the dilation will be occur of the pupil and light absorption more, so that is known as the sympathetic. So the sympathetic nervous system requires the oculomotor nucleus. So the oculomotor nucleus is also present. Anyhow, so here you can see this is the occipital lobe, and in this way here is that is the retina will be sense the light. After the sensation of the light, the optic nerve 3 will be transmit the signal to the pretactile nucleus. So that is the sympathetic nervous system, and oculomotor nucleus will be received from the pretactile nucleus rather than the Edinger-Westphal nucleus, and the bilateral innervation will be occur between the pretactile nucleus and oculomotor nerve. So that's both consensual pathway and direct response will be occur. While here is the parasympathetic nervous system for the constriction of the pupil. Edinger-Westphal nucleus is used for it. After this, the transmission of the nerve impulse through the oculomotor nerve nucleus to the pupil constrict. So that is the pathway of the light reflex and the structure of the eye. I hope you are getting this concept. So next we will also understand about the eyes problem, retinitis pigmentosa, and there are a lot of things. Please make sure to join my channel, and thank